In a moment, I am going to discuss with you how God may be using Donald Trump and what Donald Trump must do to make America great again. Okay? Because that is his campaign slogan, making America great again. But first, I want to play this clip from Ann Coulter for a couple reasons. Number one, it's really well said, entertaining, provocative, and true. Okay? Just listen to her words. But also because what Donald Trump has done is he has opened up the middle. He's like a blocker that will crash through the linebackers, to use a football analogy, and the runners behind him have a wide open playing field. So here's Ann Coulter, and getting airtime on TV here, other places, saying things that need to be said publicly. And number one, they're being said publicly. And number two, there's no backlash anymore. There's no backlash anymore. And so let's go ahead and play this clip.
Year. Among our illustrious anchor babies are the wife and children of El Chapo, the most wanted man on both Interpol and the FBI's list, the head of the Sinaloa drug cartel in Mexico. We also have a 14-year-old boy from Mexico who killed 4 men, chopped off their heads, chopped off their genitals, and hung their corpses from a bridge. Yeah, he's lived his entire life in Mexico, but his mother ran across the border to give birth to him. So he's now living someplace in America. Our own government won't tell us where. He could be living next to you. Apparently liberals think anchor baby isn't pleasant sounding. They prefer words like aborted baby. But I have an idea. How about anvil babies? Because that's what anchor babies are around the necks of the American taxpayer. The Republican Party's typical position is to preemptively surrender whenever liberals start yelling, "Ooh, that's mean, you can't use that word." Oh, I did not realize the New York Times had made a finding that anchor baby is racist. Henceforth, I shall not use it. Well, they found something new with Donald Trump. No, he said, "I'll use anchor baby," and now Americans are finding out about not only the policy of anchor babies, but the policies of these speech Nazis. And they're going to learn, when it comes to Donald Trump, maybe they better just keep their mouths shut next time. I'll conclude now because I want to get on to the main act, but I just want to say, since Donald Trump has announced that he's running for president, I felt like I'm dreaming. I can't believe I turn on TV, and primetime TV every night, they're talking about anchor babies. They're talking about sanctuary cities. They're talking about Mexican rapists. They can only win. They're talking about the wall. I love the idea of the Great Wall of Trump. I want to have a 2-drink minimum, make it a big worldwide tourist attraction, and everyday live drone shows whenever anyone tries to cross the border. I have not had this much hope for America since November 7th, 2012. No particular reason. I was just rather depressed that day. And now I think it's like Joseph in the Bible. He had to be sold into slavery, imprisoned, betrayed, so that eventually he could save the Jews. Maybe Mitt Romney had to lose. And maybe we had to give Republicans one more chance in 2014. And maybe Mitch McConnell and John Boehner had to betray us once again to pave the way for President Donald Trump. God hasn't given up on America yet. Thank you.
Wouldn't it be fun? I know this is never going to happen, but wouldn't it be fun if Ann Coulter was Donald Trump's press secretary? Can you imagine? Can you imagine if she was Donald Trump's press secretary? Can you imagine that, in the West Wing and when in the press room, when Ann Coulter jarring or jabbing with them? Anyway, there's some polling data out right now that has the Republican establishment shaking in their boots about Donald Trump. We're going to look at some of that polling data when we come back. But I'm going to pose the question to you. What must Donald Trump do to make America great again? And is God using Donald Trump? I'll let you be the judge. Don't go away.